coming out in the first of their best of 3 as well. So final matches neck and neck. Both NRG looking dominant right now, but it's Tarek starting off strong again. We're going to see Tarek stuck on the short side of Monster, but he's going to have to fight for his life, get some decent damage done. But are the other forces here to hold the defense now? Easy. Oh, he's going to be knocked out. Cirque, though, been very sharp tonight on the pistol. 3v2, though, make it a 3v1 as Ethan comes in clutch. And there's the information. They know exactly where Fallen is. But with below half HP, no body armor either. He is in a rough situation.
This is incredibly clean start from NRG and some lovely looking CS. The fact that they stack it so early, they flash for the early peak, and then they double up over toward Barrel to take those fights. Gorgeous. And Fallen, he is gorgeous himself, but don't know whether he's going to be able to pull this one back. And Ethan's there waiting for him to turn around the corner. 1-0 to start out NRG. They'll take the CT pistol, and they'll take the momentum as well.
So MIBR trying to show a lot of confidence straight out of the gates, rushing through Monster, looking to get the first round over and done with, which they hoped was going to go in their favour. But it was NRG to say no. Once again, off to a strong beginning on Overpass. First round in the bag, but can they hold off MIBR on the force in the second?
Contact being made on towards short water early. Taco, he was looking to push the issue a little bit, trying to initiate a fight, but instead has to back away, concede the control being given by NRG. Well, they've got 3 stacked across toward B, so that's going to be more of a contact than anything, but you can see as well Tarek's sitting nice and comfortable, waiting for Phelps to make contact, and oh, he's waited a little bit too long, and actually, it's the timing that still finds him the kill, and oh my word, he goes high and wide, but will be taken down in the end. Breezy to hold.
Makes it up on the rotation in time for not clearing the angle. Very focused over towards Bank there. And he will cop the punish. But now the firepower on the field here, looking relatively similar on both sides. coldzera with that deagle could hit a nasty shot if given the opportunity. Ethan on the rotation, up towards the A site, looking to bolster the defences, but with 30 seconds left, there is still enough smokes to go for the hard execute for MIBR, and it looks like that's what we're going to see. But do they double back down Con, or are they going to commit?
It's like the full commit, but they're not making all that much noise. Obviously, the first player making contact will eventually be seen. There's Cold. Tarko's next up. Unfortunately, Ethan can't get anything done. Famis, however, will completely delete Tarko. Phelps left to pick up the pieces with a Famis. Not enough time left. Even if he goes for the plant right now, he will have Breezy on him faster than he can say Quidditch. And 2-0. NRG again still looking like that dominant force that we saw in the first.
Great hold there by NRG in the second. Showing dominance on the CT side again. Beautiful shot from Phelps there. Flick. Marvellous. Breezy as well. Reacting nicely with the Famis there. To hold on to the second for NRG. Now MIBR just upgrading those pistols again. Once again looking to damage NRG's economy. Passed into short water. Tarko going for a spam, but can't connect, although caught off guard by Breezy. Peering over the short tunnel. Tarek happy to hold on the off angle there. Very wide. Very large and in charge.
Fallen not so much in charge of this situation. Cirque's already gone and re-aggressed with the shoulder of Tarek holding that line. It's very common, this kind of split up look. Cirque's going to go aggressive for the kill on coldzera. He'll also have his back being covered by Tarek, but Tarek's going to go aggressive as well. MIBR, oh, Phelps has got an, oh, how good is the movement from Tarek in that situation? That is so filthy.
Managing to stay alive. The dink comes through as the smoke blooms too. So back to a 4v4, but MIBR barely have 3 players remaining in the server, one of which is It's going to be the man with full HP, and he gets shut down. Daps with the 2K. And all of a sudden, it's Phelps and coldzera with 15 HP combined to try to work something, but that door's been blown off. But so has coldzera as the bomb gets dropped, and with 20 seconds on the clock, well, Phelps will just try to get anything done. The jumping shot, I was actually Daps it long to finish off there. I've seen so many jumping shots with the AUG now that when I see them going for it, I just assume that it works. But that is a third up on the board for NRG as MIBR still have yet to crack that egg, but right now is their best opportunity with the full buy.
Look at this. Oh, we are getting some unreal game moments. Tarek with the bunny hop to ensure the safety of his life and also the safety of his weapon. That's one thing that doesn't really get touched on enough, is not falling to that eco in such an opportunity to pick that up. But look at this boost coming in from Cirque. NRG have done their homework and are just looking so filthy. Love the boosts you can do around Overpass. Definitely something to put you in a prime position. And see all three stacked up in toward con for MIBR, so no one contesting.
NRG prioritizing that long control. Tarek and Cirque happy just to play it together. Tarek quite low already just with the Famis. So expendable, but you still wouldn't want him to go down. Giving up a man advantage against the Brazilian gods who are finally on a gun round. But they're prodding away, just clearing angles with that utility, trying to force some overextension. Any mistakes at all. Here's a bit more contact over towards long. Flash comes in. Tarek sending himself all the way out. Spots the man at tree, but he will fall off. The crossfire potentially here as he goes for the reload. Tries to bait the push. Cirque holding strong in the corner. MIBR, they're all open 2 CTs, but they're focusing so heavily on them. Tarek almost gets the trade, but it's Fur there covering like an absolute god. 5v3 as Daps has to hold, but he cannot do it, and this is the round for MIBR. Breezy and Ethan too far away and happy just to go for the save now. Looking to hold each other's flank and save here towards lowers.
There's a world where Daps hits that shot and makes MIBR's trip on toward the bomb site a hell of a lot harder, and possibly even denies the bomb plant with 5 players emerging around him. So MIBR do well to keep not only 5 alive, but also take the round with confidence. 3 players met in their path, and 3 players will be no more for NRG.
And that is MIBR taking the first. Trying to keep it as close as possible before they head into the second half. There's still a lot of gameplay to be had here in the first, though, as NRG have been showing dominance, but it's MIBR's time to shine. Let's see if they can get the ball rolling finally here on Overpass.
Well, you know full well that MIBR, once they do, once they start that snowball effect, it can quickly roll out of control. They have to look to kind of clean these rounds up a little bit more and smack NRG around a little bit. As the nade going to be coming into con. Cirque's nowhere near it, so there's no real damage done to start out with. He's going to be holding onto the line, waiting for someone to push into toward toilet. Not going to happen just yet. No contact really being made. MIBR just setting up a slow default with kind of like a 2-2-1 split. Everything crossed that they need. It's around that minute mark. It'll start to maybe look to poke and probe the site. There you go. Molotov coming out into con. Nade's coming over to Monster. You can see some smoke coming out. Still no contact made.
Both teams just waiting for their opponent to make a mistake. Patience being displayed, but no damage being done. MIBR do reposition and start to try to bait out some utility with 30 seconds remaining off the back of a singular smoke. But this can also be used to signify a fake, but this time coming in. A lot of utility. Smoke gets dropped just in time to deny the molly there at Toxic. Breezy just going to drop his head and hide. Full safety behind the barrels. No one getting any damage done just yet. But there's 5 seconds to get the bomb planted. Breezy still alive in such a clutch position. All of MIBR here. Can they body block? Can they get the bomb down? Oh, the damage not there. The bomb is planted and MIBR just managing to have the advantage in the end. Tarek, though, last alive. He's been spotted. And in a 1v2, he has a huge amount of work to do to keep NRG in the lead.
Made his way over the top, got the information. Shot comes off, he finds the first, makes contact, but no kill to come through. And Tarek, he decides to save. He might be able to find an exit over toward Heaven if he decides to go for the peak on short, but he's already made his decision, and with that decision, he will be able to take that into the 5th round. Or rather the 6th, in fact, as this is the 5th. MIBR, though, that was a moment of sweat for a second. That could have worked out an absolute treat had Breezy. I think if Breezy hadn't have taken those pot shots through the smoke before the smoke faded, I don't know whether MIBR would have been expecting him there.
Oh, I think they definitely had eyes on that position, knowing that whole area was dirty. The whole site, nothing cleared at all. Smokes everywhere.
The problem is they also had that player in towards water. And if they'd managed to peak at the same time, I think there was only one watching barrels and the other two were trying to fight that deep ABC position, because I believe Tarek was just holding it down with the suppressive fire. So, you know, we can if and or but it won't make a difference at the end of the day, because they just get it down, like just.
Yep, just barely. Everybody's scrambling for that bomb. Unfortunately for MIBR, they got it done in time and came out with the man advantage, as Tarek decided to save right at the end. But now into the 6th after the short timeout. MIBR looking to even the scores with a superior buy, as NRG will just save for the next, losing a lot of their firepower from the previous. And surely MIBR change up the momentum now, knowing that NRG's economy is in the bin, but we're going to see the triple boost coming out towards short.
And a double as well. Just to their shoulder is going to be Cirque, keeping Tarek up on top, so the second they actually make contact, I don't know whether they will. The second they do, Tarek will just be able to pop his little head up. It'll be a game of peekaboo, but don't know whether MIBR are even going to show down there, so that's going to be a little bit unfortunate if they don't. I definitely want to see it. I just want to see them walk into 2 stacks, one with the 3-man and one with the double.
That nade from Fur was dope, by the way. Straight through that little pixel gap.
The one toilet.
Yeah. NRG all in on the B site, and it looks like they're going to lose everything. Except maybe the AUG. 2 players from MIBR still lurking and waiting. Holding the map control. Tossing those nades over progressively, but still not drawing a single drop of blood.
If NRG had maybe one player making contact on A, it might have sent MIBR down con, as Taco's still there, but Taco might fall at this point. Nope, Taco reads it. IQ, it's there. And the boost is for nothing, and Phelps might find himself a free kill. He'll have to make contact. Oh, wowzers. That's a bit of a king hit if I've ever seen one. Looking to clear on through. Breezy can't get anything, and 3-3 MIBR. Definitely looking a lot better this time.
That frag on Tarek, the one they were looking for. Taken valiantly as MIBR bring it to a tied game. 3 on either side of the scoreboard. MIBR with some momentum finally. Really good to see if they can finally get all of the boys kicking and take it to a 3rd. Show a bit of dominance and get some redemption for what NRG did to them on Nuke.
at this push from Tarek. So deep. First, he's going to walk right into it.
No idea.
Unexpected. Completely bamboozled at the position. Taco does the same to Breezy as he's already made his way through. Cops an absolute nade and a half. He's still clearing out toward barrels, but Dab's finding that kill as well as Ethan does give away their position. Taco's not worried though.
That smoke is so good for Taco as well. Ethan's going to have absolutely no idea, but he's gone in backwards with a flash instead of just holding. And Ethan hits him with the punish. Bomb still down in a rough position to retrieve, but I don't think NRG are aware. Phelps may just be able to exit. No, denied there by Daps as well. As Cold in a 1v4 is looking like it's done and dusted here in the 7th for MIBR, and NRG will take the round back in their favour. They're so structured, they're just not making mistakes. Usually, NRG, team that can get aggressive at some of the time, but MIBR as well just can't work those holes. They can't find them. Nothing being given by NRG, and only one rifle lost in the 7th is going to be huge for them going on into the second half of the second half. The quarter, one might say.
Yeah, the old second quarter, eh? I guess 4-7's 28. Oh, I nearly went for 24 then. I was going to pretty much invert into a shell and walk out of here with the mic head. Nope. MIBR fully happy to invest back into this. They will get the full buy, I would dare say. To wait and see what they have in store for us. There you go. AWP for Fallen, AWP for Zerg. So, mono. Two brothers of the Americas fighting against each other, and NRG currently just showing off. Or were showing off, maybe. Maybe it turns the tide, but so far so good. Taco again just going completely dry and getting contact. Would have been a nice nade had it not have hit the underside of the fencing. NRG settle back down again.
MIBR are so structured in their approach at clearing all this map as well. Working the angles at the perfect times, ready to trade. They head into bathrooms. Flash for the double swing as well. And that's a good amount of map control, but with 40 seconds once again, they may just leave it too late. Although they are good at working under pressure. No one from NRG advanced the bathrooms area this time though. Oh, Flash allows Cirque be in control of that line as Fallen has to fall back. There's a shadow, there's the first Cirque, staying aggressive though, but he will fall back straight into Fallen's crosshair. So a 4v4 with 10 seconds to get the bomb down, and Tarek in the anchor position. Goblin as well. A couple of flashes coming in, but he spots the shadows, gets very aggressive, finds a second as well, but Fur with the 2K, and they might just not have time to plant, although they're going to get it down. The cover is there as well, as Fur will find Breezy for the 4th and the tied game.
My oh my, 4 kills, 4 rounds. Oh. And the bomb plant was going to go down in the end, but Breezy was really trying to push that issue. Fur had done an unbelievable job at keeping that close, but felt like maybe Tarek had done enough. The second you see that bomb drop, the clock's in toward that red timer. It starts to get a little bit stressful. And actually, the bomb plant takes all of Breezy's attention away. Yeah,
fully focused. Didn't take a second to think that the cover was there from the teammate. But now into the 9th, NRG, the economy not looking in a good way. A lot of these rounds coming closer than MIBR have been anticipating, but they are keeping it competitive here on Overpass for now. NRG good to buy into the next, and with the flash, MIBR, they're going to get the entry. Oh, the flick around. Fur, look at that. The masterclass of spray control. Almost the other as well, but it's going to be Phelps to take Ethan down. And Tarek last alive. The ace stack was here. MIBR still clearing as well. But will they disregard long? This might be a chance. The bomb's not covered at all. Oh,
yeah, it feels bad, Tarek. That's
too
okay.
hot on the trigger.
We've all been in that position. We all know the feeling. It's...
Land nerves.
Yeah. It's always just the easiest shots. It's the ones where it's lined up and maybe there's a small amount of movement happening and you just with it a little bit. So NRG calling for a tactical timeout, be it for a break, be it for a breather, maybe it actually being used for the tactical purpose of deciding what the play is. They will go for the buy. They will not have head armor. They will not have kits. This can be a minor problem when that bomb does go down, which it looks like MIBR are happy to place it down more often than not. This is the difference between, not the highlight, sorry, the difference between getting a kit and not getting a kit nowadays is Ethan buying an M4 instead of an AUG. Small difference, but can make a huge impact at the end of the round.
Firepower and the fire rate of the AUG as well. It's such a strong weapon. Definitely worth the investment, especially if you can hold and don't have to play for that retake. As you can see, coming into play there. Breezy drawing first blood, but Taco once again pushing Monster dry. Everyone heading down towards the B side, and NRG know it as well, fully controlling that whole A side of the map now. As MIBR forced in to potentially their peril. They still need to get on site, and the bomb planted. Phelps, oh, he works the hole. Drops straight back over to the pylon. Fallen as well, bringing it back to the 3v3, and just like that, MIBR in full control.
Oof. Tarek on the flank manages to shut that down. Oh, Breeze just missing the spray. That would have been a nice way to deny that bomb point, and Fur was in curious position over in short. Would not have been able to do a damn thing about it, but because of that flank that's still looking to come in. Oh, Tarek reads it perfectly. Needs to be careful, however, of Phelps in toward Monster. He'll surely realise that he swings wide, finds the kill, looks back to Fur, cannot. Oh, he finds it on 2 HP.
That was huge from Tarek.
Oh, not only does he find the flanking kill, he then finds 2 in raw contact.
3K in the 10th to keep the scores tied up. Massive from Tarek now. But MIBR, they had that momentum, but it's swinging back and forth. NRG probably not having as dominant of a CT side as they would have hoped for, but we'll see as they buy into the 11th as well, if they can continue to stay in the lead. MIBR at the moment looking like they're in the driver's seat, even though the CTs have been getting so much map control. MIBR falling already. Breezy fighting Taco once again over towards Monster, and I believe that was a spray from smoke as well. Almost a second. The trade was there. The two-man push too strong, and keeping that man advantage, maintaining control on the B side.
That was sick from Fallen to hit that. However, sick for the trade from Breezy, so when you end up with a man advantage, it's probably going to favour you every day of the week. The damage being done to Breezy, however, does drop him low into kind of like the 2-tap in the chest area from the AK. So this boost right now will give them information that there's nothing at barrels, but that's almost it. They won't be able to find the angle onto Breezy, and they might give away some information whilst doing it. There's the smoke out to try and cause somewhat of a reaction, and NRG, they play to the tune. They drop some Molotovs and flashes, and a nade as well. So that is a huge portion of the utility thrown out from NRG. And look at it for MIBR.
So much information gained from that position from Phelps. He heard every bit of utility used and exactly where it came from, accounting for the numbers. As Fur has made his way out for free, but the smoke, it blooms late, and Heaven Fur makes his move too early. Phelps on the trade, but it's up to him to clutch it now, finding the 2K. Can he get the 4? but he had no time, and Cirque went solo. Absolute aggression out of the maze. He's found the prize, and that is the lead over MIBR here.
I'm sitting there trying to indicate the time because it's a 10 seconds, and Cirque just wide swings it straight onto short for the kill. I mean, you know, when you're feeling confident, you're feeling confident. So nice from the quick trade to come through from Breezy that kind of secures him that short control to start with, the initial short control. I guess Cold Zero was there, so that's just a nonsense kind of comment. We have a couple of those, though.
You can see that both teams are respecting each other so much, but as I say that, the straight damn push all the way down the stairs. Fallen, he's got himself a Negev here in the 12th round. Oh, what is this man going to be able to do? It's Taco at the moment, though, making it work. He has retrieved the AK from one of his fallen brethren. Still no armor. What?
He said from fallen brethren. Fallen had it.
Oh.
It's a cool day at the office.
Unintentional puns, ladies and gentlemen.
They just come with a mustache, don't they? When you buy them, they've got a label. Might have unintentional puns. It's a side effect with the mustache. So that's fair enough. Look at how far MIBR have made it up. Phelps, does he make contact first? No, Ethan reads it perfectly. Holds on the line. Dap swings wide, and Ethan finds a second. They completely deny access to the dry peak onto the site. But Cold Zero remains.
It was a tactical situation to make Cold look really good because he's going to try and win this 1v3 now and make it very close. The man, he has been an MVP, and that bomb in a rough place to retrieve for anyone, no matter how good you are. And on the right there, he just couldn't spot a thing. It was Breezy at Bathrooms holding the cross just out of vision of Cold.
How good was Dap's shots through the wall? That was intention. Yeah, but he hit him. That's the thing.
Yeah.
He wasn't just drawing attention. He took the shots through the wall and lined it up right against Truck where Cold was. Like, that was sneaky. But just this sequence of plays here from NRG, sometimes that just goes completely the other way.
We saw the masterclass of wallbangs earlier. Dick Stacey just popping off. So this map definitely favouring anyone that wants to throw a bit of spam around. As long as it's an educated guess. Cirque, though, with the AWP. Oh, Tarek almost caught off guard. That scout doing a huge amount of damage. And he's going to be softened up. Gets a headshot onto Cirque as well. That's an AWP retrievable. But Tarek now still stuck on the short side of the toilets. No utility remaining, so he has to rely on his teammates, but they're not going to rotate in time as Fur finishes him off. No man advantage just yet, though, as Breezy finds Fallen. Taco straight back on the Deagle. Trade favouring MIBR up until Daps makes his move, and it's Cold Zera and Taco. I didn't even notice Taco was alive. He's only got 2 HP, just hiding there.
It was the dirty dig that he found before, but look at this from Daps, the hard read to come on through. Ethan might just make contact to try and bait him out. He's going to go for double frag. Zero.
No.
Wowzers, he brings it back. There's an opportunity now. Ethan just waiting for that cross.
He spotted the shadow. Oh, again, he knows that he's not moving.
Oh, and he loses the fight. That's what happens when you try to play the angle. And that, like, right there, Ethan's so exposed. Like, so ridiculously exposed.
Yeah.
And I guess it works, you know, some of the time, but obviously when you're up against Cold Zero and he wide swings like that, you don't really have the greatest opportunity to make that. That is Fallen, man. So sick on the scout. Her on that long flank, like you're saying, the CTs just didn't get there in time. Anyway, MIBR make that work. Sorry, in all of that, they make it work on pistols.
Off the back, absolutely nothing. And again, Fallen, he'll open up, but Breezy calculated aggression at long, pushing with his teammates. 4 men invested from the CTs towards the A site. And Ethan looking for some more. He's managed to find himself the Famous, but he's going to be disregarded. Oh, has he been spotted? It seems they have. As it's Phelps to catch him on the repeat. But there's still 1 man remaining at long. Tarek pre-scoped with the scout. Oh. He has to make noise to go for the upgrade, though. And there's still a man remaining. USP can't keep him alive. as Cold denies any advantages NRG could find. But Daps now finds a bit of information. Very hot on the trigger, but Darko flicking around, connecting on the noggin. And as we go into the half, it couldn't be closer, except NRG, that economy down in the bin. So MIBR might have the majority heading into the second.
Again, like, you know, NRG try to buy back into it to keep MIBR up on the ropes, but they're not having it. Not now, not today. Currently, with the even scoreline, it definitely favours MIBR heading into the last round. Deagles across the board, or just upgraded pistols. There's actually CZs across the board with the Deagle on breeze. Scout for Tarek to maybe cushion him up for those Deagle shots. Being spotted out by Daps. Cold Zero manages to eat Breezy to the point of contact, but they won't expect Ethan there. He can't find the kill, gets the information, backs away. You really got to hope for that kill in that situation, though.
You could see that he wanted to chase, but the discipline helping him decide to fall back to safety. Oh, great placement on this nade as well. Daps down to 66, but just surviving, using the cover of the smoke. Fallen looking to deny the exit, but there's a gap there. And Fallen will thread the needle. 3v5, MIBR. It's clinical at this point. Cold Zero, one more. Ethan trying to get aggressive, but he disregards the fact that Taco's made his way out. Monster, and what a monster he is, with a beautiful end to the half. Fallen, nice shot between the smokes there, but MIBR finally, again, with the lead, 8-7 at the end of the half.
That's right, and we'll be going to a short commercial break, ladies and gentlemen, but don't go anywhere, because we will have possibly the ending to this best of three right on the other side of it.
Skies, dreaming big and aiming high. Name the clouds passing by, wishing we run away. All we need is our passports, baby. Leave the rest in our troubled minds. Let us go down in laughter, baby. Trying to figure out what we're after. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after. Baby, leave it all for the faded hearts. I don't mind if they call us crazy, 'cause they don't understand what we're after. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after. You're mine, I wanna run away. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Overpass, second half. It's MIBR's pick. It's MIBR that are on the CT side. And they've got realistically, they've got 15 rounds to bring this back and send it to a third map. Otherwise, they will be falling down. And by falling down, I mean they'll be heading to the quarterfinals, whereas NRG might be seeing straight through to the semi-finals. Already, we're going to have a little bit of contact in the pistol round. Breezy going to be knocking down Phelps. Cold Zero just on the close angle with Fallen to try and take those long engagements. Turns into nothing, and NRG, they have the man advantage.
Tarek, though, about to take an engagement straight onto Fallen's head. Unfortunately, he's going to be widowed before they're even married. But now, NRG looking to bellow their way towards the B site. Tarko will find a consolation frag for the moment, but it's a 3v4. Kit's still in play on Tarko as well, so potential for the retake. MIBR will not give up the lead without a fight.
Ticking ever so low, and MIBR still yet to make a move. They walk directly into Ethan, who can't get it done. Does take him down to half HP. Cirque just has to buy time for this bomb to continue ticking. They've both got P250s to make it work. Tarek goes down, but Cirque finds the trade. Still tapping away. He's just going to find this kill on the Cold Zero and put the pressure back on Taco, which he does. Oh, but it's down in the smoke, and that's going to be the round. He tries to find the knife, but at the end of it, it is the smoke defuse to come through for MIBR to give them a CT-sided pistol round.
Using every single bullet in that P250 as well as he possibly could. Unfortunately for Cirque, he couldn't do it solo. He couldn't do enough. And he's, well, on the AK at least, we are going to see NRG going for the Force Buy, the dual AK, Galil, Mac 10 and Deagle, and it doesn't seem like MIBR are making this read at all. Everyone with head armor as well. The SMG's not going to be too useful. Cirque, though, only with the body armor, so he may have an issue. We'll see if it even matters. MIBR very aggressive here with the the MP9 rather. Two sets of eyes over towards Monster. One man jump peeking for info, and the A player is very, very separated, so no trade potential for the CTs if NRG can work an angle. The map control about to be gained, and Fur, it's not working the timing, not spotting the shadows, as Breezy may find Fallen. The smoke will buy MIBR a little bit more time alive. Oh, the timing again just not working out for Fur. That's another man in bathrooms. Oh, everything going wrong. There's some information though as Fallen. He's just got a Molotov to buy some time. 30 seconds though.
That's enough time, because as long as he can slow it down, he's got Fur in behind him faster than they'll know it. They'll just go to the bomb site trying to get the bomb down. Fur takes down one from behind. The trades are through, but are they enough? Oh, Tarek finding a second. The bomb still might go down on the opposite side, but they're still going to clear out Fur, which they do, and Tarek, he's really putting on a show right now. Tries to plant the bomb, but maybe might be pushed by Cold Zero, who's held by Ethan. What is going on? An absolute cluster for MIBR. And a chance for NRG to take this round.
Taco can't get it done. Ethan, two nasty shots to close out the round for NRG. The cover there, the shots, the crosshair, everything. He's got it. Putting it together and pulling out a round.
Jeez Louise, that is so filthy. Like, you think that MIBR have everything in their favour there. Phelps gets on the other side of the smoke. Fallen's holding. Fur comes from behind for the kill on the...
Yeah.
But just Ethan and Tarek. they just step up and bully MIBR off the, not only off the site, but also out of the round.
Well, that's it. Some of the best gamers in NA still just barely living in the shadow of Liquid. They may get to match each other later on in the bracket if they make it past this stage. Playing for the opposing semi. Fur very advanced, fully blinded though. Perfect pop flash. Unfortunately, it's blinded Breezy as well. And Fur will come out on top, but his positioning questionable. But he will just barely get away. Phelps as well, all the way up short, flashed into Monster. The trade is there. Favouring MIBR at the moment. The economy not so great there. The more damage, the better. Ethan as well trying to make his way out. Who's that cold? He's going to cop a dink. Goes down to the Mac 10 Cirque there for the trade straight away. And it's just for... Who already got a second life, but he won't get a good use out of it this time as NRG tie up the game at 9 rounds each.
Definitely feel that NRG are going to be pushing on through this probably a little bit more comfortably now. Starting to stack up a small little bank account for themselves. Be able to drop if anyone needs it, to be honest. It's not a massive bank, but still usable. Whereas MIBR, not the best. They will have to save this round on just USPs. Maybe try to take the fight to NRG, try and find a stack, but with that NRG already clearing out everything that needs to be, there's a world in which Daps gets timed and all 3 members from MIBR are there. They pick up the AK, they hold the bomb. However, too little, too late. $1 short and a day late. The bomb will go down for NRG, and MIBR's wrap turns into nothing.
The lead gained once again from the North Americans. Cirque, though, will he be ready to spot the boost? Phelps drawing some attention. Fur just cannot quite work the angle. Boosted up on the coil. Phelps falls. It's fallen in Fur to maybe get an exit. Just maybe. Fur goes wide, but Breezy and Cirque. The crossfire too strong. All eyes on the door. And that is going to be double digits gained by NRG first.
Definitely thought MIBR were in control at the half the second it started, but yeah, it's definitely swung back in favour of the T side. I think I went to say North America and T, and it just turned into Torth, so that's just what happens.
Torbjorn is not in this game.
No.
Wrong place, wrong time, mate.
Yeah, who's not in the wrong place in the wrong time? That would be Phelps. That looked like he just completely disconnected for a second there, but I thought surely that did not just happen. Backing
Hands
away.
Off the wheel.
That's it. Just all hands done. Trust in the teammate. And they've actually fallen back for another boost. Phelps now has control of that outer con area. Also the access in toward toilets. Tarek is playing close. But a nice slow default for NRG.
Oh, perfect timing on the boost as well. Phelps just finding Tarek. And now MIBR in a good position to keep the scores tied again. Ethan as well, about to be straight into Cold's crosshair. Slightly on the off angle. Favour him, and another as well, just crouching down, optimal accuracy to find Daps. Breezy tries to open up the A site, but they've got a lot of work to do. Fallen still here, but not for long as Breezy blows him away. Phelps now trying to work the angle, but it's 30 seconds. Breezy stuck, head down, looking just to stay alive. The smoke will deny vision. Breezy dropping his own. No one can see a thing as Cirque has to go back for the bomb. So Breezy just looking to work the angles now. And they're going to go all the way down to B. Cold denying the cross. Surely no, he's missed those shots uncharacteristically. And there's going to be no time for Cirque to get the bomb planted as well. The crossfire there from short, which the attention was drawn to straight from Cirque there. But the boys at Heaven proving godly for the round. 3 rifles as well retained, so MIBR, even though they found a 10th, they will be able to buy into the next.
The fact that he misses the shot there only makes the NRG team sweat more, because they're like, oh, there's an opportunity. Oh, wait. No, he's got the information and he's already got short control. I can't even get to sight. It's
By the time he gets there, the Heaven players have rotated from A as well.
exactly.
So.
It's just so nice, so fast, but there was no time left on the clock to try and take the fight onto it. Maybe there was. Oh, Tarek catching the backside of Fur. Won't connect enough bullets to find the kill. Just enough to back MIBR away and gain control.
Two, 3 setup. So it looks like Phelps, he's actually gone up to Heaven. The 3 down towards B now. Just waiting for the boost to come out on short, but bad read as NRG. They're going to be heading towards A. And with the minute remaining, Fallen just jiggling, looking for as much information as he can find. NRG, though, sending 2 long and 3 towards bathrooms. The split, will it work? As we do see that rotation from Phelps as well. The Molotov buying a little bit more time, but will NRG leave it too late? The 2 B players as well on the short side of Monster. That's a long rotation for them to try to make it to A.
Oh, Daps gets caught out. Oh, but then Fallen gets caught out. I thought like Fallen had done enough work to slow that down. Furback's away with the AWP. NRG start to take control of it. Oh, how is that from Ethan? So filthy to find the opening. And that's going to be Cirque not being able to shut that down. The bomb still hasn't gone down. MIBR are in with a chance. A 2v3. Cold Zero coming from Maze.
NRG still with the advantage. But Taco's got a huge amount of information coming in from the bathrooms. Nothing there. But not quite fully cleared. Breezy. Oh! Perfect timing as well. Cold's attention drawn, and Taco with the jump shot just as he's landed. But NRG looking to play it together. The crossfire there, but Taco happy just to retreat with the AWP. No time remaining to take down both the remaining NRG players. And back and forth again as NRG go into the lead, 11-10.
You have a quick gaze down to MIBR's money. It's not going to favour them whatsoever. They will go for the investment. Okay, so they are going to back this up and try and keep NRG at bay. And allow them really to gain too much more control. That's okay, it's not the worst idea. The problem is 2 SMGs and the Deagle. It's not going to give you a lot to fight with, considering maybe had have just gone with the AWP and worked with some pistols. I mean, just as dangerous. However, they're going to go straight into the B side. Taco can't get anything done. Fallen's there. Oh, how does Fallen hit that shot on a Tarek? Fully flashed with that flick.
Huge display of skill with the mouse there. Boost almost working out. Cold had the perfect angle, but just couldn't connect with the Deagle. The firepower obviously favouring NRG, but MIBR, not a lot to lose in this round. Only a couple of MP9s and some armour. They can take Daps down, that's huge. The AK as well. Maybe the upgrade, there you go. Headshot comes in, and there is a kit in play. Do they bother going for it, or are they happy for exits? Fur, he's heading all the way up con, so it seems that MIBR have given up here as NRG increase that lead. 4 more rounds, and they get the 2-0 here.
That's the problem for the South American side. Brazilian boys. Keep saying South America. I guess they're part of North America. I believe they are.
Brazil?
Yeah, they're just more south of... No, they are
You're
South
thinking
American.
of Mexico.
I'm thinking of Mexico.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I am. Mexico.
My geography is absolutely shocking at the best of times. That Fallen is... Ugh, stop it. Absolutely stop it. Look at those flashes to come through. Daps and Fallen just backing it up onto each other there. Some nice utility damage. Could be traded out either way as well. Whoa, that is mental.
What?
That is 73%.
Yeah.
Headshot.
Sharpies.
Wowzers. 72, cold 0, 60 on Fur.
Aimers and gamers.
Yuck. That is ridiculous. It's definitely looking pretty good for MIBR in terms of the frag department. Just not so much in terms of the rounds. They're still keeping it close. NRG are just taking the rounds when they count.
Oh, Fur going wide and blind. That is not a good decision on his behalf. And unfortunately for him, he's going to be completely punished. 2 men lost already within the first 20 seconds of the round. MIBR coming undone. NRG should put 13 on the board now, but we'll see what Cold can do with the AK. Taco as well on the Deagle. Very sharp. You saw he had a very high headshot percentage. But he still needs to connect with this deadly weapon. The contact is going to be made. Can't quite connect on the head, though. The inaccuracy after a couple of initial shots was just too much. But the AK is still alive. But can it be utilised?
You bet your bottom dollar it can. Tarek will be taken down. Daps coming in from behind. Old Zero Old Heavy holding the line. So much damage done to NRG's economy. And at a point where they can't really afford to be doing this.
Well, they can win. They've got a kit.
They actually can make the... Oh, okay.
Cast is cursed.
Why would you do that, Mac?
I'm going to get death threats now.
Why would you do that to me? You actually got my hopes up for a second. NRG are there. And MIBR are not, unfortunately. So NRG again just taking away the rounds when they count. But they still made that so competitive even when it shouldn't have been.
Whew. Great shot to start it off there. Circ onto Fallen. Cold. Keeping us on the edge of our seats. Keeping our hearts pumping. But NRG now are up against MIBR with a huge amount of firepower straight onto the B site. The momentum shift coming in. And Cold, still alive at the moment, finds the first traded out by Ethan. Taco trying to do his best job, but Ethan, he is the man of the hour. As he finds the double entry. 3v2 though. Bomb still yet to be planted. NRG just happy to buy some time. Use the rest of the utility, but there it goes down into dirty water. Such a hard position for them to retrieve it. And the cross to sight might just be stopped. Fur, his position is known. But Ethan and Cirque, what can they do? Cirque at the moment, full focus over towards, no, the wrong position. As Ethan gets shut down, Fur, huge round from him to give MIBR the man advantage. Bomb as well has been retrieved, beautifully placed. Nade as Cirque goes down to 43. MIBR, they could just play for the retake, but Fur, he is on fire.
Cirque waiting for the contact. Jeez Louise, that was close. A little bit too close, to be honest. And Cirque going for the ambitious swing onto Fallen. How do you hit that shot? I actually think Fallen would have had to slow right down on that retake then, because that would have done multiple. That would have done a large amount of damage. The double AWP setup, however, going to be picked up for MIBR. And NRG, they can still wrap together a buy, so they will.
The double AWP setup is there from MIBR, saving both in to the 25th round. And look at the placement of that nade. Godly. This man maths.
Do you know what the max damage is you can do with a nade?
Against armor,
Yeah.
it's about 60.
That was pretty much all that you can do, because I think it did like 57 damage at the end of it. Unreal. I just thought maybe you might have some real gamer knowledge in the back there.
I know that against unarmored opponent, you can get the God one-shot nade. Very, very hard. Very rare. Understandable. That would be broken. A lot of people say that HEs just don't do enough damage, though. But that's a conversation for another time, as NRG's quite quickly taking this toilet to control. They're almost caught off guard for the moment, flashed off the angle, but he tries to reposition. He's going to keep control. Hits the shot, but Cirque survives.
And that's Always going to be a problem on that AWP.
Oh, no.
Oh, he survives on 1 HP, but Daps throws a very deep nade to catch Fallen out. Phelps swings, trying to spray through the smoke, and he'll get sprayed straight back. Breezy tracing it back through the bullets, and Taco has to try and help Fur hold this. They've got the MP9, the AWP to make it work. Breezy still clawing his way ever so closer. Waiting for the jiggle to come through. Bates Fur on the quick little shoulder face, and unfortunately coldzera. We do talk about him being, you know, quite a strong player for MIBR, but that's way too much to ask.
NRG doing a very good job to avoid him and make him play from a last alive situation time and time again. But Breezy making the 25th round look easy by just connecting time and time again. That's going to be the 3-round lead as NRG are 2 away from securing that semi-final position, Rob. That is absolutely massive for them, especially because MIBR have been performing every single game this tournament.
They certainly have, but you know, you can't take away anything from NRG either. That's,
no.
And I guess that's showing in its full proof. You know, obviously Nuke was, that was just a write-off. That went so fast that you barely understood what was going on. At least this time we've been able to break down a little bit more, see that MIBR have what they need in the tank, but NRG are just prevailing again and again and again. The times when it counts, the T side is pulling together the wins. See as well how many bomb plants there's been.
And over on the other match as well, you've got Greyhound and Fnatic in the second map. Fnatic showing absolute dominance in the first, but Greyhound very much in the lead heading into the second half, but now it's a 14-12 scoreline over there as well. So very similarly matched at the amount of rounds that have gone through in both of the best of threes. That match, though, the elimination. So loser goes home and winner goes to the quarters tomorrow night.
And I'm not a biased caster, but I want Greyhound to win. Not biased, though.
You're just an Australian.
I'm just an Aussie.
You're just an Australian. It's okay, mate.
You can't help it. You can't help the love for the Aussie teams, especially when most times they are the underdogs. At the moment, it's looking like MIBR are underdogs up against NRG, who, you know, arguably, they're pretty evenly matched.
NRG with the early man advantage, though, make it a double as Cirque connects to Taco. Straight down Monster. This is a little awkward. Who's going to spot each other first? They've heard it.
Oh, no.
They're going to use the patience. There's the opportunity, but Ethan couldn't stand still and wasn't able to work the angle. Could have gone either way there. MIBR very fortunate not to lose yet another gamer. But Fur, he will be gifted a 1v1 as he hears the footsteps coming down long, taking barely any damage as well. But information gained from Breezy now. It's 3 of NRG are in short, looking to hit the B site. Cirque as well, control of that bomb. Utility lacking for MIBR to hold those, so they will have to rely on their skill, on their aim. And it's Cold to take first contact. But Ethan and Daps cracking it open. And it's a 4v1 against Fur, who is not going to go anywhere near this bomb site. Happy to keep the AK alive. And, well, the dreams of MIBR as well, as they need to formulate the comeback shortly.
I doubt they're even going to let him save at this point. Tarek's put in so much groundwork. You can also see Daps coming up. I mean, it's a bit of a stretch with how far away they are from each other, but there's still, you know, 10, 15 seconds left, and maybe even more so when the round timer finishes. And as they clear on out, they're not showing himself. Oh, that is devastating. Oh, no. MIBR have to fight match points with not even 3K in the bank on every player.
Every single situation going in NRG's favour. They have been a wrecking ball here on Overpass as well as Nuke before. And who'd have thought this matchup of all things? I thought it would have been one of the more hotly contested matches of the day, but it just seems very dominant in NRG's favour. MIBR, 11 rounds though. Trying to keep it competitive here on Overpass. Their map pick as well, you'd expect more from them, especially in that first half on the CT side. They just didn't really perform early enough. And they've left it too late. NRG on the roll, the momentum, the confidence, just all boiling over the brim. As on the CT side now, MIBR, they need to get aggressive. They need to make a play and have something work in their favour, and it's not going to happen right now as Ethan takes the head off Phelps.
Dry peeking in towards sewers. It does leave it quite open, but still, a $200 flash could possibly win you that engagement there and upgrade the rifle, give yourself more of a fighting chance. They've given the sound audio, and that's oh my god, I'm like, Fur's got this 100%, but no, Breezy somehow still comes out on top, and I think that is quite the picture that we have to paint today on how NRG have played in this best of three. MIBR having all sorts of problems. They're going to go ahead and stack on that B bomb site and hope to everything holy that it's not A, they hit, but unfortunately, I have some bad news for you boys. NRG are hitting directly onto A. They're already there. They've swarmed over it like ants, but Fallen still stepping up at a moment of need to keep it close. Bomb will go down. 2 versus 4 will ensue to possibly close out this best of three.
Just had a quick look at the stats as well. NRG so good at using these flashes, and there's still 4 alive for them. 1 for MIBR, and they're going to go through a smoke off it. The lineups here, all eyes on Taco. And that was the best feast they've had all week so far. 16-11, the 2-0 to